How you doing, Mayday?
Good. How are you, Dave?
Miserable. Brenda and I split.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at TV roles that were thankfully recast. Otherwise, these shows just wouldn't have worked.
Let's go eat.
Great. So I'm Leonard. This is Sheldon.
Of course you are.
Number 10, John Posey, Full House, replaced by Bob Saget.
Come on, Mom. Bags are in the cab. The meter's running.
The baby is sleeping like a baby.
Bob Saget might have seemed like an unusual choice to play Danny Tanner. Saget was a risque stand-up, but as the clean-cut Danny, he'd have to keep things G-rated.
Mom, this isn't how we rehearsed this last night. Let's take a little walk, okay?
Nevertheless, he played the role with comedic sincerity for 8 seasons, followed by a sequel series.
Kimmy, why are you here and why did I never fix a lock on that door?
Dad, be nice. Kimmy's helping me throw your going away party.
Despite being the top casting pick, Saget couldn't shoot the original pilot as he was busy working on CBS's The Morning program. Thus, the producers turned to John Posey, who filmed a pilot that went unaired. With The Morning program ending that same year, Saget's schedule cleared up. There wasn't anything wrong with Posey's performance. He even got along well with his young co-stars. Yet, he lacked the huggable America's Dad energy that Saget ultimately brought to the iconic character.
That's right. We're at the family down the street, through the courtesy of French feet. When you're with the Flintstones.
Oh, calm it down, guys.
We'll have a yabba dabba do time.
A dabba do time.
We'll have a gay old time.
Number 9, Lisa Kudrow, Frasier, replaced by Perry Gilpin.
How was I today?
Let's see. You dropped 2 commercials, you left a total of 28 seconds of dead air, you scrambled the station's call letters, you spilled yogurt on the control board, and you kept referring to Jerry with the identity crisis as Jeff.
One of Lisa Kudrow's earlier gigs was a guest spot on Cheers.
George and Emily are 2 innocent kids playing around with love. They're consumed by the fire of their passion. Don't you think?
She landed a more substantial role on that sitcom spin-off Frasier. Kudrow was cast as Roz Doyle, the producer of Frasier's radio show.
What if I had taken that job at Merrill Lynch?
This big break gave Kudrow the confidence to quit her job at her father's office. When rehearsals started, though, it was clear that Kudrow wasn't right for Roz. Although the producers liked her quirky humor, they realized that Roz needed to be more forceful. This didn't fit Kudrow, who wasn't surprised when she was let go over the phone.
Hang on. Go.
The role went to Perry Gilpin, which freed up Kudrow to play Phoebe Buffay in Friends shortly after.
Was it my work? Were they mad? Was it Jack? Did he yell?
No, just relax. Nobody yelled. Jack just was calling to make sure you were getting better.
Thank God.
In that sense, this recasting saved not 1, but 2 shows.
All she wanted was to be remembered. Will you ever forget that story?
Number 8, Jordan Reed, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, replaced by Caitlin Olsen.
This is crazy.
I know, I told you, Terrell's the best.
I know. I'm gonna have to start bartending full time. Look at this.
Why are you making more money than me?
Rob McElhenney was an out-of-work actor when he shot the proof of concept for what would become It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The cast included his friends Glenn Howerton and Charlie Day, but Sweet Dee was played by McElhenney's then-girlfriend Jordan Reed.
Please, I am exhausted. I don't want to talk about this.
It was around the time FX expressed interest that McElhenney and Reed's relationship fell apart. According to Reed, McElhenney said, quote, "If I did not stay in the relationship, I would be off the show." Despite this alleged ultimatum, they broke up. The show never got picked up, and Reed was replaced with Caitlin Olsen, who later married McElhenney in real life.
So I think I know how we can solve this whole gay mess.
Great, how?
Okay, first we gotta start with Dennis. Can you get him so drunk tonight on tequila, but like a lot of it, enough that maybe he might hurt himself?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Whatever your thoughts on the behind-the-scenes drama, Olsen breathed new life into Dee, making her less sweet and more of a sociopath.
You know what? This is so you. I tell you I need need some help behind the bar. I finally find someone who's perfect and she'll practically work for free. And just because she doesn't have the right measurements or whatever, you freak out.
Oh, you just want somebody to do all the grunt work for you.
Shh, I'm gonna kill you. I don't care.
Number 7, Riff Reagan, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, replaced by Allison Hannigan.
I want to be strong, Willow. But then I think I may never get to be close to Oz again, and it's like all the air just goes out of the room.
Over several seasons, Allison Hannigan matured Willow Rosenberg from Buffy's adorable best friend to a confident Wiccan to be reckoned with.
I'm sorry, but if I want to make things right with Oz, my hands, all my stuff has to be for him only.
Willow changed in more ways than one, as Riff Reagan played her in the original, roughly half-hour pilot. Most of the Buffy mainstays like Sarah Michelle Gellar and Nicholas Brendon were there, but Reagan's presence makes this feel like a parallel universe. While Reagan conveyed Willow's awkward insecurity, the character's optimism and comedic side didn't quite shine through.
I'm having a good time, though. Where did you say you went to school?
Crossroads?
So, time for some kissing, huh?
The network requested a change, with Melanie Linsky being considered at one point. When Hannigan read for the part, she tried to make Willow endearing rather than someone you feel sorry for.
Wow, look at us, running into each other as two people who go to the same school are so likely to do now and then.
As Hannigan cast a spell on the producers, they cast her.
It's gonna be slow for you. That's right, puppy. Willow's gonna make you bark.
Number 6, Amanda Walsh, The Big Bang Theory, replaced by Kaylee Cuoco.
I'm also writing a screenplay. It's about this sensitive girl who comes to LA from Lincoln, Nebraska to be an actress and winds up a waitress at the Cheesecake Factory.
As Penny, Kaylee Cuoco played the quintessential girl next door who can be firm with her nerdy neighbors, but also understanding and upbeat.
We don't mean to interrupt. We live across the hall.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, no, we don't live together. I mean, we live together, but in separate heterosexual bedrooms.
Oh, okay, well, guess I'm your new neighbor, Penny.
Penny wasn't like this in the original pilot. In fact, there was no Penny. The female lead was named Katie, played by Amanda Walsh.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Leonard, I'm no expert, but in the context of a dinner invitation, it's probably best to skip the discussion of bowel movements.
You're asking me to dinner?
Yes.
Why?
Katie has a rough exterior, eventually showing her softer side. For test audiences, Katie still came off as too mean, making it hard to believe she'd ever be friends with Leonard and a more sexual Sheldon.
Hey, I cannot impose on you guys.
Thank you.
So, right up front, we'll just say it's for 3 days. A week tops.
CBS felt the premise showed promise, but Katie had to go along with Walsh. Tara Reid, Elizabeth Berkley, and even Marissa Tomei had auditioned. Cuoco was seen as too young to play Katie, but with the character becoming Penny, she was perfect.
Why don't you put some clothes on? I'll get my purse and dinner is on me, okay?
Really? Great. Thank you.
Number 5, Harold Gould, Happy Days, replaced by Tom Bosley.
Well, being a parent is a lot different than being a big brother. It's more than just going to ball games and more than just watching cartoons together.
Hey, I know that. For the last 6 years, I've been watching The King of Dads.
Well, thank you.
The network initially passed on the pilot New Family in Town, which later became Happy Days.
Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. The buses were jammed.
Hey, Chuck.
Hi, Chuck.
Sure could use a car pop.
The grades you're getting are lucky they let you on the bus.
The most notable difference between the original pilot and subsequent series is that Harold Gould played Howard Cunningham rather than Tom Bosley. One face you'll surely recognize is Ron Howard as Richie.
And Richard, don't worry about this guy, Pansy.
His name's Potsy.
Whatever. He's really your best friend. He'll be back.
While Howard had been a successful child star, it was unclear if he'd cut it as an adult actor until American Graffiti became a hit. With Grease increasing the demand for 50s nostalgia, ABC revisited the pilot, which did air as part of the Love American Style anthology. When Happy Days moved forward, Gould was committed to doing a play. He didn't want to lose his beard either, paving the way for a clean-shaven Bosley.
I know that when Chachi sees you wearing that dress, he's gonna know how lucky he really is. That's the way I felt when your mother wore it.
Number 4. Tamsin Merchant, Game of Thrones, replaced by Emilia Clarke. Game of Thrones had a few alternative casting choices. Jennifer Ely played Catelyn Stark in the original pilot before being replaced with Michelle Fairley. While Kat doesn't make it past the Red Wedding, Daenerys Targaryen plays an integral role for 8 seasons.
So tell me, sweet sister, how do we go home?
I don't know.
It's hard to imagine anyone other than Emilia Clarke as the mother of dragons, but Tamsin Merchant of the Tudors was the first choice.
My mother died when I was little. My father remarried, but I didn't know his wife, really. I was sent to live in the household of the Dowager Duchess.
That initial pilot had numerous issues, Merchant being one of them. While executive producer Brian Cogman felt, quote, Tamsin did a really good job, fellow executive Michael Lombardo said, quote, her scenes with Jason Momoa just didn't work.
Do you see how long his hair is? When Dothraki are defeated in combat, they cut off their braid so the whole world can see their shame. Khal Drogo has never been defeated.
Elizabeth Olsen was also considered, but Clarke emerged victorious.
You sold slaves.
Aye.
Why?
I'd no money and an expensive wife.
And where is she now?
In another place. With another man.
Tamsin wasn't too disappointed, as she wasn't very comfortable in Daenerys' exposed skin anyway.
I really want people to be horrified.
Well, because you are in it. You know, you are.
Exactly.
Number 3. Fred Dryer, Cheers, replaced by Ted Danson.
And remember, the world is full of winners and losers. Here's hoping you're one of them.
Sam Malone was a ball player before tending bar, so we get why the Cheers creators considered casting a real-life athlete. They drafted football star Fred Dryer, who played for the New York Giants and Los Angeles Rams. Dryer had much in common with Sam, who was initially written as a retired football player before switching to baseball.
Look, you're gonna find someone a lot better for yourself than that goofy professor.
Goofy? Are you talking about Sumner?
I'm talking about Sumner.
You don't like Sumner.
I don't like Sumner.
Yet he was relatively new to acting, which was apparent in his scenes with Shelley Long. It was decided that they needed somebody who came from an acting background and possessed a younger look. William Devane and Danson were also tested, with the latter securing the role. The producers didn't forget about Dryer, though, giving him a recurring role as Sam's former teammate turned sportscaster Dave Richards.
Hey, Sam. I was just wondering, how about you and me giving the females of Boston 10 minutes head start and then go round them up, huh? Like old days?
Boy, we did have fun, didn't we? We were pretty good.
Number 2. Jeffrey Hunter, Star Trek, replaced by William Shatner.
Kirk here.
We found something.
What is it?
I'd rather not put it on the speaker.
If you ask fans what the first episode of Star Trek was, you'd get multiple answers. Some might say The Man Trap, as it was the first to air. If we're going back to the very beginning, they'd say the original pilot, The Cage, which was later re-edited into the two-parter, The Menagerie.
I'm tired of deciding which mission is too risky and which isn't, and who's going on the landing party and who doesn't, and who lives, and who dies.
While Leonard Nimoy's Spock is present, there's no Captain James T. Kirk. Christopher Pike helms the USS Enterprise, with Jeffrey Hunter in the role.
Sorry, number one. For little information on this planet, we'll have to leave the ship's most experienced officer here covering us.
When another pilot moved ahead, Hunter wasn't interested in returning, wanting to focus on movies. William Shatner won the new lead role over Lloyd Bridges and Jack Lord. Christopher Pike remained part of the Star Trek universe, being reworked as Kirk's predecessor, yet Hunter never played him again.
This is the captain speaking.
The object we encountered is a ship's disaster recorder, apparently ejected from the SS Valiant almost 200 years ago.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Carl Reiner, The Dick Van Dyke Show, replaced by Dick Van Dyke.
Now, will you tell me what is the matter with ending the show with an epigram or an aphorism? Aphorism?
We know what you're thinking. How could Dick Van Dyke not have been the original star of this classic sitcom? His name is in the title. Well, that wasn't the first title. Initially, it was called Head of the Family. Rob, or Robbie Petrie, was to be played by the show's creator, Carl Reiner. Being based on his own life as a comedy writer, the role was literally tailor-made for Reiner.
Oh, honey, I get paid to write bad jokes.
That's why the show smells!
What was that?
You said a wrong thing.
What wrong thing? Look, honey, it's almost 6 o'clock. He should be watching television. I should be eating dinner. Why is he locked in a closet?
The pilot didn't go over well, although producer Sheldon Leonard liked Reiner's script. The key was getting a new lead. Several other roles were recast, with Mary Tyler Moore replacing Barbara Britton as Laura Petrie.
Rob, why is going to this party so important to you?
Well, Buddy and Sally will be there.
Oh, come on. You see them 8 hours every day.
The network big shots and the sponsors will also be there. I am the head writer.
However, it's safe to say that the Dick Van Dyke Show wouldn't have been the same without Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, Genevieve, sweet Genevieve.
Can you think of any other TV roles that were recast for the better? Let us know in the comments.